stages going together. So this is the today we don't have time to all the way go to the four thoughts where to come up to here, because you're mostly here is practitioner. So you know the four thoughts meditation, you know the long meditation, you know compassion, so you know the bodhicitta. We also practicing a little bit already, beginning bodhicitta section, chant this all the opening prayer. The part is like taking refuge, four measurable bodhicitta. We did a little bit, mind practicing. So this all practicing go first, then going to this generation stage. So generation stage is how to meditate is you have to know. If you don't know this section meditation, generation stage, so then call the cigarette matriyana. Cigarette, right? Kept cigarette. Why the kept cigarette? The teaching don't have any problem to cigarette something. Otherwise, if you have something wrong, then usually we say cigarette, right? Yes or no? Then they don't want to know others. But this one, not that problem to cigarette. This one, why they call the cigarette means people who don't know how to meditate in generation stage. Then, for them, show this all the Vajrayana rituals and symbols. Do you understand? So that's why it's called cigarette. The first you have to learn this generation stage. Then you can use all this ritual object. So otherwise somebody don't know, you use this ritual object and also this Chakrasamvara image. Just somebody don't know, then that misunderstanding. So then who showed the others, that person also broken samaya. Do you understand? So that's what called cigarette means. You have to know first how to generation stage meditate. And here is meditation is I put here is very essence, very essence and condenses. So long teaching is very, very long. But here is no too long, it's very essence and condense teachings. But you can learn more next time, okay? So this one give you a little bit your understanding how to visualize, why we have to visualize this object. So do you understand, right? And here, generation stage is going to like, we are Vajrayogini, we are Chakrasamvara. We have to discover that. And then we how to visualize that, all this step by step is coming. So if we are the Buddha, we are the Chakrasamvara, this universal is like environment, have to change or not. Where Buddhas abide. So Buddhas abide in pure lane, right? Pure lane, not the impure lanes. So we are Buddha, visualize we are Buddha, so then we change this environment, transform to the pure lane. We have to visualize that. Why we visualize that? Because we have attached to this old object and environment. We transforming this perception, and also we habituating the pure lane perception. Habitual is very important. Right now we have some select habits. So we naturally going to reborn to next life because we have that habit attached to samsaric things. So this generation stage is transforming these samsaric habit perceptuals, transforming, change. Do you understand? So this called the generation stage is a skillful method. It's very special method transforming these old impure perceptions. If we don't transform impure perception, we never get liberation. So we continually going to again and again. So that's why first we visualize our body or our essence is Vajrayogini Chakrasamvara. Before we visualize this environment is pure light. So that is the first step. So that first step, that transforming this environment perception is transformed to the Buddha land, Buddha pure land, and we create and also karmic imprint. So that's the first one. The second is we have to visualize Buddha's palace. So visualize Buddha's palace, then purify attachment our house. We are attached to our house where we living, right? Yes? So attached to this old house where we living the object. So that's it, we have to transform. That reason we have to visualize Buddha's palace. You understand, right? So this is the first steps. In here I didn't have these sections. This one is go just directly visualizing Buddha. And so they also like short sadhana, they didn't have that sections. Visualize environment, transform to the pure lane. Visualize this house where we living, this is transformed to the Buddha's palace. They don't have that short sadhana. Long sadhana always has. So sadhana, like very long is very long. One day you almost can't finish it practicing long ones. They also like a little bit shorter. They have so many choice. The shortest is like right now just we are giving translation. Zambala, why Zambala? It's everything's there, but it's very short. If you don't know this all the generation stages, you cannot recognize too short. So, like even elephant and the small like tiny mouse, they all elephant is very big, but mouse is very small. The both has the same thing, like 4 legs. Right? That has a head, everything completely, right? So same like that, long sadhana, short sadhana, all has a completion there. So sometimes the short is too short. If you don't know the teaching, long sadhana, then short sadhana really can't understand it. Sometimes long sadhana like 5, 6 pages, and the short sadhana only 1 word. Do you understand? So then short sadhana mostly starting almost so bhava shida sarvadama so bhava shidaham. That means like everything is empty nature. All subject objects empty nature, and they arise immediately. So that transforming this environment and all the transforming, we are living the house attached to these objects, transforming. But long sadhana, first we visualize the syllable. Syllable is like that is go to environment. The environment is transformed to the pure line. Then 6 syllable arise. 6 syllable is become transformed to the Buddha's pure, the palace. Like that, step by step coming. Do you understand, right? So that's where you have to know long and short sadhanas. here, so we visualize these two, the environment transformed to the pure land, and this just regular house transformed to the Buddha's pure land. So then we are in the Buddha's realm, we are in the Buddha's palace. So this all transforming perceptions, attachment, we create the karmic planes. So then here, Chakrasamvara and Vajrayogini generation stage. Actually, these two has a separate, like how to visualize the Chakrasamvara all the way to completion, and then how to visualize Vajrayogini completion. So mostly it's the same, some little bit slightly different. So what I did in this slideshow PowerPoint, I put together. We don't have to go separate like each one. It's just which differences are put difference. Same is just we cover same together, Like cover means the same thing. The Chakrasamvara is Vajrayogini is the same thing that. The Vajrayogini meditation, Chakrasamvara is there together. So then we don't have to talk separate, otherwise it's just repeat again, And this section, generation stage, actually this one, Vajrayogini and Chakrasamvara, but this teaching covered all the Yadam deities practicing. Okay? So you study this, then the Chenreze, Mujeshire, Vajrapane, all the Yadam deities, Achichicha Roma, everything is in this, give you idea. Same idea. Okay? So we have so many cell phones, different companies, but almost one cell phone how to use very well. So then same others is easy, right? Different companies. But so many cars, many different companies, so different levels there. So one car drive, how to drive very well one car. Then doesn't matter other levels, right? Yes? You know how to drive Toyota, then you know how to drive BMW. You know how to drive then like Honda's, other company cars. Same thing, yeah? So that's where you have to know this learning like that way. This generally. Do you understand, yeah? Also you can ask my pronunciation, and some is not really clear for you, so you can ask that specifically, ask me, okay? So then we're going to do some answering the questions, so we can do that separate. But during this time, specifically what I'm saying, and in slideshow, not clear for you, so you ask me that section, okay? I want you to know clearly. So we are discussing together. So I'll read this and explain. When we visualize the C syllable emanating and resolving light rays, so this usually when we go into practicing Yadam, there is short sadhanas, almost Sobhavashita, emptiness, meditate. After comes syllable, right? We have to visualize the syllable. So why do we visualize the syllable? Syllable is essence, is our nature, mind. So also the visualize the syllable, we're transforming, like purifying birth perceptions, create like habituate, free from samsaric perception, free from samsaric perceptions. So habituated, we habituate the pure perceptions, purifying impure perceptions. and purifying birth perceptions. You know, right? Birth. So when we born, birth. Yeah, birth perception. So this one is first like emptiness, then arise syllable. So Achiciti Roma sadhana, like short syllable, right? White short syllable. Yesterday we talked about that. When we visualize the 6 syllables, white short syllable, emanating and resolving like this. So then the syllable is like radiating. All offering go to the Buddhas, create accumulation merit. And then like that all dissolve to short syllable and get blessings, Buddha's blessing. And then like that again, go to all the 6 realms, purifying the samsaric beings' suffering. And the samsaric, impure, the perceptions purifying. So that's why the first syllable like that is twice. One is go to offering, one is go to purifying all other beings' obscurations. 2 times always do that, okay? Like this purify the process of the warm birth by working of the 4 elements. So then, this, can you hear very well or no? A little bit too low, my feeling is.
It's okay.
It's okay? This purify the process of the warm birth by working of the 4 elements. So then also this visualization purifying the process of the warm birth. So how to the purifying the process of the warm birth? We visualize first lotus flower. So sometimes short sadhana almost so bound means all is emptiness. Arise lotus flower. And then top the moon and the sun disk. And then top the syllable. So that is called process of the warm birth by working of the 4 elements. Means the purifying the warm birth. Birth karmic imprints. You visualize lotus flower, purifying karmic imprints, mother's womb. All beings they actually have different ways born. We are born from the mother's womb. So visualize lotus flower is purified and mother's womb perception. And also, purify that. And then after that, you visualize moon and sun. Moon is purifying father's essence. Then sun is purifying mother's essence. Then syllable is transforming our consciousness. See, this called generation stages, one by one meditating. The reason is when we're going to born, so we are entering to the mother's womb and the father's essence, mother's essence comes together and the consciousness into there. So then consciousness check the body, right, form body. So this all transforming and change karmic imprints. Do you understand or no? Kind of a little bit, maybe or no?
Yes.
Okay, so that's where you have to know. This purifying the process of the warm birth by working of the 4 elements. When the 6th syllable completely transformed into the deity's body, so that syllable is transformed to the Yidam deity's body. This purifies the habitual imprint of the sentient being's body. See, habitual imprint, purifying habitual imprint. We have strong with very strong habitual imprints, birth habitual imprints. So this meditation is purifying birth obscurations, birth habitual imprints of sentient being's body. So we purify this, then we don't have to reborn in samsara. If we don't have to reborn in samsara, that means liberation. Long as we have born in samsara, then we have birth, suffering, we have old age suffering, sickness suffering, death suffering. Let's continue coming like that. Cyclic existence. So the reason is we purify this birth karmic imprints, habitual imprints, then we don't have to reborn into samsara again. So that's why these visualizations. This beginning visualization is purifying birth karmic imprints. Then dissolution, the end of the daily practicing, we have dissolution, right? So that's purifying death karmic imprints. And then generation stage meditation, the purifying all samsaric habits. So usually we create samsaric habits, strong and strong. We purify these all karmic imprints. When the sixth syllable completely transforms into the deity's body, yesterday we have a white Achichitidoma before meditate, first syllable in this sadhana also says first syllable. Why first syllable is transformed to the Achichitidoma, right? So you visualize that, then consciousness take the body, we have born, so that purifying, the visualization meditation, purifying the karmic imprints. So then each Yidam deity has different syllables. Mostly it's a home syllable, then some is a first syllable, then sometimes a bam syllable. Depending on the Yidam deities. But the syllable color is depending Yidam deity's color. So Achichitidoma is a white color, so white first syllable. And Vajrayogini is maybe red palm syllable, red first syllables. So that's all the follow the Yidam deity's color, the syllable is. Then syllable is, right now I'm reading, is I know the Tibetans, first syllable, home syllable, but we can visualize your pronunciation, like sure, home, like that you have to write the different, own language. So that's always Gachi Rinpoche telling his students, you don't have to visualize exactly Tibetan first syllable. The people like, but that Tibetan first syllable is a little beautiful. And you can do English, Chinese, or other language, that just sure, which is the song that give you that exactly same sound. So that syllable you can use, their own language. Because it's easy for you, So then, this purified habitual imprints of the sentient being's body. The habitual other modes of taking birth are purified at the same time. So the habitual other births are purifying. We are reborn in samsaric beings. They are reborn many different ways of birth. The egg birth. Some come from eggs. Chickens come from eggs, right? Mostly birds. So heat and moisture birth. Which beings come from moisture birth? Heat and moisture. Fish. Oh. I thought fish is eggs, no egg. Maybe this one is the mosquito.
Mosquito also
They all has eggs.
The fungus, algae, those types of stuff.
So then which ones come from heat and moisture birth?
They come from seeds too.
Some things very fastly coming, right? Heat and moisture birth. And miraculous birth. So then which way we are born? We are the warm birth, right? Warm birth. So we are the. I told this other warm birth is already we explained. This covers egg birth, heat and moisture birth, miraculous birth. So purifying, you visualize this, and you purify this all the birth oscillations. But long sadhana, long teachings, each one has different, specific antidote. Egg birth purifying, they have different meditations. And heat and moisture birth purifying, different visualization meditations. And also moisture, miraculous birth also have different ways, meditate, antidote, purifying their perception. But today my teaching here is generally, you do this ways, meditate, purify this, all these four births, habituate, perception is purifying. So miraculous birth is like lower realms, and higher realm beings is born miraculous birth. Because some higher realm beings is called rewilding hairs. Just die and reborn again, die and reborn again. So die and at the same time in the sky that make sound, birth, the right way birth, alive again. And die and alive again. So it's karma, So this miraculous birth is like higher realm beings also reborn like that way, Pema Sambhava, and also Nagarjuna and Nagarjuna, his students Ayandeva. Ayandeva also rebirth is miraculous birth. Ayandeva and Pema Sambhava. And that's why there has power to subduing other beings. Pema Sambhava has more powerful than who born from the warm birth. And Ayandeva also has more powerful than warm birth. The reason is, the Pema Sambhava laws, right? Ayandeva, I don't think so you know laws. Ayandeva is the student of Nagarjuna. So Nagarjuna is usually we call second Buddha, and he is the first Buddhist scientist. So he put all the Buddha's teaching is logically and debating and intellectually proven, Nagarjuna. So Nagarjuna is Nalanda University's Khenpo. He used to many years Khenpo there. Then after he went to South India, called Paralang or something, some place. I visited there many years ago. 2004, all this Dalai Lama gave Karma Chandra in South India. That time I went there, where is Nagarjuna resigned, that place. So he stayed there many years. So that time he has a student is this Ayandeva. So Nagarjuna stayed in Paralang. During that time in Nalanda University has problem. The problem is one very famous scholar, non-Buddhist. His name is Dayan. So he has really powerful. He practicing Shiva. For one choke is Tibetan called one choke, maybe Shiva and one choke is maybe same, He